Yes, sir. Welcome back to Redacted Show. I'm your host, Wafiq, or Feek with my co-host, my other host.
Your co-host, Dana Dane, in the building. And we're back for episode 121. Back in the same studio where we had the infamous Play for Keeps pod. Shout out Play for Keeps pod, by the way. If y'all are sports casual fan, that's the show for you. But without further ado, we're just going to get it straight into it. But before we do that, again, we want to thank everyone for supporting. Thank everyone for getting us to our 100 subscriber milestone. We want to keep pushing that. Get us a 150, 200, 250, and so on. So just make sure y'all still sharing the show, still engaging in the TikToks and IG Reels. We really do appreciate all the engagement and word of mouth support. And if you want to donate monetarily, there's a link in the description. That's 17 cents a day, $5 a month. You can send that the Redacted way. Now, we have some season finales that just happened. Before we get into that, Feet, out of those two, which ones were, I would say, is your favorite? Because there's a lot of discourse about one in particular that we'll get into.
I think my favorite, or the one I was feeling, I think you could say like the most emotion for, was that House of the Dragon one.
Yeah.
It was because one, Rhaenyra the Cruel was fully into effect, I feel like, that episode for sure. Yeah. Especially with the way she was talking to her sister the whole time. And then it's that one instance, is near the very end of the episode, where after she goes to the window, after that event happens, she goes to the window, and then she looks at pretty much what she was stitching. And she looks down and sees that, oh, she stitched her on the throne. And it was almost like that wave of relief that went over her. Like, well, I don't care what happens now. Yeah, I won. So I think that really solidified it for me, that she's off the deep end for sure.
Yeah, she's going score stuff. We're talking about House of the Dragon for those that don't know. So spoilers for all of House of the Dragon Season 3. If you have not watched that, I would recommend watching that and come back later. But we see at the start of the episode, Rhaenyra finds out that Aegon is still alive, because at the end of episode 7, we see Sunfire come back. They burn the remaining Rivermen armies that was coming to get them. Mm-hmm. And Rhaenyra's freaking out. She's tweeting. She's like, holy shit. It's like, no matter what I do, it's like I'm cursed. The gods literally are laughing in my face right now. So you know what she did? She said, damn the gods. I'm going to kill the Pope. Basically, I'm gonna go
literally went into the sept, and that whole time he was talking, he was like, "We have a higher power. You do this, you declaring war." And then I think it's funny that she got Adam to do it.
Yeah.
Because Adam, we see throughout the whole season, he pretty much just wants a place where he belongs for real, and he feel like he finally got that. But then, as we know, his dad went off, got captured, so now he's still in that limbo phase. And even when he kind of does that confession to Bela and everything, he's saying, man, I really just want my dad to have this approval. And he finally got it. But then now his dad's like, look, you're better here serving your queen. So now he's fully invested with that. And you even see that when he's talking to his brother. Yeah. His brother's like, you just gonna, you can't you see that she using you right now? Like, and he's like,
she's going crazy right now.
Yeah. He's like, it's a higher power. Like, dude, come on, man. Like, what are you talking about?
Yeah. So I'm really interested to see how they're starting to build that tension between Alan and Adam. And I'm really interested to see where that goes, because it's like there's splintering in the Blacks' core, pretty much. The Greens right now, after this episode, they pretty much down and out. But the Blacks are kind of taking themselves out. On top of Aegon's back, we have no idea what happened to Daeron at the end of that episode. I personally think he's still alive.
Yeah, I think he's alive for sure, because Gwaine survived. And side note, Gwaine, hey bro, Gwaine, it's the fact he keeps surviving, but he really don't want none of this to go on. He's the only one that's like, bro, can we just stop?
Yeah, and we see Corlys finally turn that page of like, okay, this is kind of getting ridiculous. Like, he makes that proposition to Daemon, like, hey, do you want to win this war or
kill everybody?
And there's clearly one right answer, but we know Daemon, he's all about that action. He's all about that smoke. So, of course, everyone and their mama knew what he was going to do. But it was very interesting once he was done fighting Orman's, he was right-hand man, I forgot his name. But after that, he sees, like, the tragedies of the women holding these burnt children, the women just kind of walking around lifeless after they just got scarred, like people running around. And he's like, I get to see in his eyes, like the turn between him and Rhaenyra, because the whole season, Rhaenyra was the one trying to do peace. She was trying to do it the right way. But we see, at least from her perspective, like doing it the right way isn't always going to get it done. So she's like, damn all that. I'm going to just take it. I'm gonna take. If I don't like it, it's gone. The Sept isn't gonna honor me as queen. Okay, you're done. The house of the church is done. Like this old Valyrian now, and I also like the parallels of religion in this sense, like almost like a religious war between like the customs of old Valyria versus like the faith of the Seven, because that's been a big theme for all of George R. R. Martin's series, but especially in this show where it's like. It's these old customs that they're trying to carry over that pretty much the Valyrians took and like forced onto the people all the way from the days of Aegon the Conqueror, and the Faith of the Seven kind of mimics like this man-made religion where it's like, nah, that magic shit, that ain't holy.
Yeah, and it's funny because even in Knights of the Seven Kingdom, when Doug was talking to I forgot his name, but he's with the ones who got the Apple Signia. When he was pretty much going on that rant before the trial of Seven, he was like, "Bro, these Targaryens." He was, what did he call them? He said they're incestuous.
Yeah,
he said incestuous. Pretty much, he pretty much was saying they're a plague, and they're also like pretty much a scourge of the earth. Pretty much that's what he was breaking them down as. And it's interesting to see how going over the House of the Dragon is still like that with how they act.
So kind of just getting into that battle.
That was wild.
That was wild. I was very glad Orman did die. I didn't know he was like a one season one off. That was very satisfying. Even like when I forgot his name, but homeboy that was the leader of the Winter Wolves.
Oh, Roderick.
Yeah.
Roderick. Hey, I'm not gonna lie, he was my favorite character.
Yes.
He was one of my favorite characters, especially when Gwaine walked up the first times under the banner of peace, and he was like, "Can I just kill him?"
Yeah.
The whole time they were talking.
He's the only one in the show that got what he wanted and was satisfied. Like, Rhaenyra technically got the crown, but she's not necessarily satisfied because there was everyone gunning for her. He was like, "No, I'm gonna get Orman." He got Orman. He was like, "Now I can die now."
He really wanted to die before bro. Because when David told him, he was like, "You don't have permission to die until the front gates open." And the gate opened. He was like, "Fuck, we're still alive." He said, "I need the high tower."
Yeah, he's like, "Damn, I'm still alive," because no one could really touch him, and it's not like he's resisting the urge to die. It's just no one can stop him. Even that one scene, which was crazy, by the way, when he slatted those children.
Bro, that kid, bro.
I thought I low-key thought he was going to let the kid go. Or like the kid was going to run. I'm like, what are you doing? And he just went, shh.
Bro, when the kid hit him, I said, oh, God. You can tell he hesitated for a split second. He said, nah.
He's like, this kid you trying to fight? Like, nigga, did I just catch you having fun?
No, that scene was crazy. Orman getting taken out was crazy. Pretty much that whole sequence of that entire fight was wild, especially when they finally found Ulf. And I'm interested to see if that's how next season's gonna immediately start, with pretty much them going after Ulf, since they know Ulf turned. And I thought it was really cool that Silverwing was flying off with Ulf still there, and Caraxes, with no rider, was like, "I'm about to attack the fuck out of you."
So, guys, also crazy. And that, like, Ulf just going rogue like that, that was also a crazy scene because we see the reason why he switches up like that is because he got treated the same way. Ormer treated him the same way Damon did in the streets of King's Landing because he felt embarrassed. And the first time Damon was a hoe. Second time,
was he? He was, but at the same time, it's like, come on, dog.
But why you had to do that? You could have just sized him up and just looked away. Now Ormond, he hoed him. He embarrassed him. Like, I understand Ormond's mad because Ormond's like, I have this like master chess move that no one knows about, which is a dragon.
Yeah.
Which we still see that no one can really control. Like, you have these flying weapons of mass destruction.
AC-130s.
Yeah. And if they're unleashed, we see that in the first episode with Sheep Stealer.
Yeah.
Where because of Sheep Stealer, it wasn't even Raina's fault, but Sheep Stealer went so rogue, it threw a wrench in everything. And because of that, Jace died. We see in this second season, because someone felt embarrassed, they're like, fuck all y'all niggas. I'm burning this whole shit down. Mm-hmm. So we see him turn on Damon's group. Then I low-key thought it was crazy when he turned on Ormond and them. But,
when he burned the town too.
He was
that
like,
was wild.
Fuck you too.
Yeah, no, that was wild.
Right, so Ulf is on off the leash right now. He's a wild card. We still don't know where Vagar's at. I low-key thought that was Vagar.
Flying in at the end. You talking about when Vermithor was there?
Yeah. It was Vermithor.
I'm interested to see how Hugh reacts. Because Hugh has to... Well, obviously Hugh knows that Ulf is the one who burnt the town up. Granted, the people that killed his wife, I guess you could... I don't even know if that was part of Damon's and them army, or if that was just Ormond's and them group just all fighting. Yeah. Regardless, she going too. So he gonna go on this path too. I feel like where he gonna blame Damon and all them. So I feel like that next season Rhaenyra gonna lose 2 more dragons?
Probably. Yeah, it's like she's slowly losing her forces. And at the start of the season, the Greens were outnumbered, and now it's looking a little more even. Like Rhaenyra's forces got basically cut in half by the Faceless Men. Towards the end of the season, some of her dragons got slatted. Because you have young, dumb teenagers trying to stick their nose in business that they shouldn't be, i.e. Jace.
Yeah.
And Rhaenyra's just pretty much going scorched earth. She's like, damn that. I'm finding Aegon. And I'm taking them out. Now, I do know a spoiler that I'm not going to say, but... Excuse me. I'm not going to say, but I'm not going to say who it involves, but I'm very interested to see how it's done and like the reaction after this event happens, if it does happen. Because we know this 4th season is pretty much going to be the series finale.
Yeah.
I'm interested to see what they adapt, what's left in the books for them to adapt, even though the books aren't finished. So, and I'm also just interested to see how George R. R. Martin reacts, because he has not been a fan of this show, let alone season at all.
Man, all I gotta say about he need to finish his books. That's what he need to worry about. Now, is there some things in this show that are different? I wouldn't even know. I don't read the book. I'll check up stuff after the episodes are done. So yeah, there is some stuff that's different, but he need to just finish his book, man.
But speaking of finishing, moving on to X-Men 97, that season 2 season finale. What were your thoughts about this? Because I've been seeing a lot of discourse online about just people up in arms about the
what?
Final battle. Pretty
what
much
else were they supposed to do?
This is what happens when you let the writers of What If in the room. And
are they talking about because the rogue portion, or
maybe that plus the whole Gambit apocalypse issue? I didn't necessarily have a problem with it.
I think the only thing I'm confused about, I guess, from that is what would the issue be? Would they want it to drag out more?
Yeah, Yeah, I mean, well, that's the thing, because it's like you can drag this apocalypse shit out for multiple seasons, but with how they ended it, the writers were probably like, okay,
we're done with
we're good on apocalypse for a good minute.
Now we can go to somebody else. Yeah. And I feel like that's the formula in the first season, it was a little more, I don't want to say slow, but I feel like the season was a little more slower. This season definitely was a lot faster.
Yeah.
And I think that's because, well, one, this was the last season that Bo DeMayo did, so the next season's going to be different. But I will say I feel like the only thing real negative I kind of have for maybe this season was that a lot of the episodes are fast. Like, they get through them stories, they say, look, this is done. Next one.
Yeah.
So I'll say I can see some people have a problem with that, but overall, I mean, episode seemed fine to me. I liked it. I really enjoyed seeing that X Factor and X Force versus the X-Men.
That was really loud.
That fight between Psylocke and Wolverine, that junk had me dying laughing, especially when Psylocke did her little multiplication. And she hit him trying to like take over his brain, and he said it was like, woman, these brains been scrambled more times than you know. And it didn't work. That shit had me dying laughing. So
that was funny.
I mean, I liked the episode. Spoiler alert for people that don't know or haven't watched it. I mean, you can skip ahead now, 'cause I'm about to say a spoiler. But I will say it did kind of suck seeing Kurt Nightcrawler be the one who sacrificed himself.
That was sad.
Because I didn't expect it. I didn't expect it until Hank showed up, and I was like, oh, damn.
Yeah.
Because I fully thought it was going to be where Rogue fully did it.
She just disintegrated.
I didn't think she was disintegrated. I thought after they did all that stuff and they won, I thought she was just going to be like, oh, yeah, we had to do a sacrifice. She just kind of like slowly fall out type deal. But then it didn't happen. I said, oh, no.
Oh, no.
I said, not my dog.
Yeah. But I'm interested to see, because, you know, in comics, no one really stays dead.
Yeah.
So I can see them bringing Kurt back in some way if they wanted to, but for right now, he's dead
gone
until further notice.
I will say, I think it's interesting, too, that and I noticed this after that episode, that they chose him as a sacrifice. Because I feel like this season as a whole, I feel like the true main characters for this season was Kurt, Professor X, and Rogue and Gambit. I feel like it was those four.
Yeah.
I feel like they were the definitive main characters. Because even when you look at the side episodes, when they went to the Savage Land, that was still Kurt with his brother, him solving all the problems and all these things. So I feel like they were the main driving forces for this season alone.
Yeah. And I'm just definitely... Well, before we get into season 3 speculations, can we talk about Cable just going 1,000, like...
That was berserk.
I think that was a message to the people, like the audience, like, y'all don't understand like how powerful Cable actually is. Like, he's an Omega level mutant. And they showed that a few times. Even when the episode before that, when the plane, Gambit and his group like attacks the plane, the Black Wing, and it goes down, and basically Cable is single-handedly saves the plane.
Oh, yeah, when it was Psylocke. Psylocke was holding the front, and then Jean was holding the back part of the plane. Yeah. And there was like, Scott was like, we need every telepath to help. Cable was like, all right.
Cable. He's like,
I looked right at Cable. He said, son, help me out.
Don't make me get that belt. But that was great. And then even like the scene where he comes down from the building and uses that blast from his big gun to like brace his fall, like blast through the building. That was great. I'm like, oh shit. Cable, I'm sorry, I was not familiar with your game.
Yeah, because he been getting worked every other episode.
Yeah. They just had to remind you, like, Cable is like that.
Cable is supposed to be the one that kill Apocalypse, so remember.
But also remember, he's using half of his telepath ability to fight off the...
Oh, yeah.
Like, basically, nanovirus that's consuming his body. So, if he didn't have that, he'd be 100% Omega level.
So, he just Hitachi. He got cancer.
By cancer.
Hey, man.
But going into like the end, the post credit scene, and what this season kind of sets up. This season sets up a lot, in my opinion. It sets up. Obviously, we talked about Onslaught. We definitely called Mystique being Val Cooper. Now, I'm interested about the timeline because was Mystique Val Cooper the whole time she was running X-Force, or was it recent?
I think it was
about that.
I think it's after.
So after the events of this season,
and
then she come in.
Yeah, that would make the most plausible because I don't see them explaining how Val was just unaware that X-Force was doing all this stuff.
I almost made me think back to, and I'm sorry that I'm bringing this show up again, but Secret Invasion, when we found out Rhodey was just like,
no, that's bad writing. let's not bring that show up. Let's not bring that show up.
Oh man, but I'm excited about that. Where that sets up, because at the end we also see Graydon Creed basically win presidency on an anti-mutant campaign. So the government, on top of Mystique in the government, is going to be gunning for the X-Men.
Yeah.
Kind of setting up to be the big bad.
I was gonna say that could set up the the assassination of the president. I know they do that a lot in comics with Mystique. Oh, not a lot, but sometimes they do that with her. And then even in not First Class, Days of Future Past, that was a plot too.
That was a crazy scene.
Yeah,
it's just like, that was just a very crazy scene. Like Jennifer Lawrence's Mystique basically caught red-handed, and because of that mess up, she just created the device that's gonna kill all mutant kind. Who do you think had the biggest fuck up? Mystique doing that, trying to assassinate the president and causing the mutants, or Peter Parker basically creating the mutant inhibitor chip?
I think for right now it's still Mystique's, just because those Sentinels was crazy. You literally couldn't kill them Sentinels.
No, Sentinels are already OP. You added that factor into
where they adapt to anything. What's the point?
Yeah,
what's the point?
Like you're not stopping that. Yeah, I agree with that. But
I think Peters will have more ramifications moving forward, though. Obviously,
yeah.
And when Magneto find out it was Peter, oh man, he about to
rip him in half.
About to turn that boy into a spider ball.
But yeah, I'm excited, but I'm also nervous about season 3 because we know season 1 and 2, this is the end of Bo DeMayo's visions and ideas. So now this is straight Brad Winterbaum's and his team's ideas. This is the same group that made What If. So let's remember that.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, which is why I personally seen a lot of discourse about that ending. So they're like, what kind of What If season finale bullshit is this? Like, you got a big giant monster with a group of team, and I guess the Captain Carter-esque character in Rogue saved the day.
Damn. Now I don't feel good about that next season. So let's just say the season. Let's just say next. We'll be positive. The next season will be good, right? We'll say the next season will be good.
It has the potential. Bo DeMayo gave them the blueprint. They just can't fuck it up.
They just can't throw in no bullshit, man. Yeah. They can't do that Captain Carter bullshit.
Can you imagine Captain Carter showing up?
I'd
Morph just
if Morph look, listen to me. If Morph turns into Captain Carter on that next season, I'm turning that shit off, bro. I'm turning that shit off, bro.
It's gonna happen.
Bro.
But going into still staying in the Disney realm, so we have D23, which has started at the time of this recording. It's going from August 14th through the 16th, and there's a lot of speculations about announcements that they're going to drop. We haven't seen any personally, but we do know that it's rumored that they're more than likely going to release the full casting of the X-Men.
Mm-hmm.
We already talked about a few with Cyclops. Obviously, spoilers for Spider-Man Brand New Day, but Jean Grey's announcement, Emma Stone's announcement.
Emma Frost.
Who the hell? Who was Emma Stone?
Emma Stone was
Yeah.
We talked about it earlier. It's okay.
Yeah.
It's okay.
But yeah. So I think they're gonna, because I also seen reports that this first X-Men movie is supposed to be the original team. So the Cyclops, Iceman, Beast, Angel and Jean. Like that five.
Was it one more person or no?
I mean, Charles Xavier.
Oh, but Baldy. But yeah.
But I think that's good. I was kind of initially, I was like, man, why don't they just do like a solo, solo character movie, like starting out with like an Iron Man-esque trajectory. But I'm like, I mean, Fox did the same thing. Their first movie was the first X-Men in 2000. Then they did another X2. So I'm like, this isn't necessarily a bad thing.
Yeah, I don't think they're gonna touch any solo X-Men style movie anytime soon.
Yeah, the only one we kind of already did again our bag about it, but the only ones which are easy layups, which I personally, if Marvel's smart and they want to grow the X-Men universe, I would personally do, instead of a just straight Wolverine movie, like an Alpha Flight movie, and you have Wolverine in there, and you don't have him in this new X-Men movie. So you have him in like the second one. Also can see like in Black Panther 3 they introduced Storm, and then that's how you get the Storm character in there, setting up their relationship, and then also setting up the like X-Men relationship with T'Challa and that team.
Mm-hmm.
And then X-Men is very big on the mind for a lot of people. There might also be other different announcements. Probably maybe they're releasing a fucking Toy Story 6.
Man, we don't care about that.
What's something from D23 you would be like shocked / angry that they release? From anything from like Pixar, Marvel, Star Wars.
Star Wars, I can't think of anything. I just started that was it Ninth Jedi? That new show. Well, it might be old. I know it just came out recently.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's already done, but I just started that show. I can't think of anything with Star Wars unless they be like, yeah, we're rebooting or redoing a
They might have more news about the Ryan Gosling, Sean Levy Starfighters movie.
Oh, I thought you was about to say Ghost Rider. I was saying, you know they don't got nothing about Ghost Rider. I saw one thing before we started recording is that they showed a new suit for Doom.
Yes.
A new Doom suit.
Probably a lot of Avengers Doomsday dudes.
Yeah, so I'm interested to see if that's gonna be, I don't know, like a suit before he's in this one we see in the trailer, or if this is I don't even know, a more casual Doom. Like, I don't know what Doom be wearing, bruh. But interested to see what that is. But this is a side tangent. Very, very side tangent because you brought up Logan real quick. But I saw somebody talking about, I think I sent it to you. Maybe I didn't. I saw somebody talking about a possibility on why they were trying to learn how to use Jean's powers in Spider-Man was because, one, we know more than likely damage control is going to be how we get the Weapons X program with like Wolverine and all them people. But I thought it was interesting that they brought up that potentially they were trying to learn how to use her power so she can control people. Is get somebody to either learn that or one of them have it so they can control whether that's Wolverine or somebody else in that program. I think another person that could work on is Omega Red, because for people that don't know, Omega Red 1 is immortal. Practically, he immortal, and he's one of the few people that could fully beat Wolverine if need be. On the right day, he could beat Wolverine, and most of the people that's in that Weapons X program, he's very much like a guard dog. So I think that was another possibility. But I just thought about that right now when you brought up solo movies.
Yeah, those are all good ideas. Kind of right in terms like Pixar. I don't necessarily know what they could drop. I mean, I can see them dropping some news on like Incredibles 3. I feel like I've seen news about that. Months ago.
I was about to say, I thought that was like last year they talked about that.
Yeah. They might drop some more news today or this weekend at D23. I wouldn't be surprised by that. Just like some other there's a lot of other Pixar projects. And then in terms of Star Wars, I think this is a kind of Star Wars thing. This is like a big year for Star Wars.
Is it?
Well, it has the potential to be, because right now I feel like there's a lot of people, old fans and new, that just have Star Wars fatigue. And it's like, we talked about this before. We don't necessarily believe there's superhero fatigue or anything like that, but we're just tired of bad movies. Mm-hmm. And Star Wars, like with the latest trilogy that they dropped, was not good. Like, it's called spade a spade. There are some good components about that, but it just wasn't good. Yeah, Mandalorian, that was a diamond in the rough. I have not seen Mando and Grogu yet. I heard mixed reviews about it, so I'm definitely interested to watch that when I can. But yeah, especially with like this Star Wars Street Fighters movie, or Starfighters. Could you imagine?
That would be the most. That'd be a wild movie.
Like, we'll probably get more info on that movie, again starring Ryan Gosling and Sean Levy, who are also starring in Ghost Rider, which would have thought. So I'm interested to see what Star Wars has in their bag and how they kind of retool and kind of brand themselves. Because right now they just they're seen like a TV IP in a sense. Like, I feel like a lot of they've released a lot of like good shows, some good shows, some bad seasons to good shows, but not a lot of like cinematic drops. And that's what I feel like Star Wars is at its core, like a big.
You need to watch Andor.
Yeah,
real TV.
Yeah, I mean, I've seen Andor season 1. That's real TV. Season 2, I have not had a chance to sit down.
That
and watch.
That is the best thing
that
Star Wars IP has released.
I can't say I can't disagree with that. I mean, season 1 was damn good. I have yet to see season 2, but ain't nobody told me that it's ass.
No, it's great. It's so great. I haven't watched the final episode because I don't want to finish it. I got to the final episode when it was airing week to week. That was like last year.
Yeah,
I have not watched that last episode.
No, I'm just interested to see what the Disney studios have in store for D23. Getting into our Like It Low Redacted segment. Feek, have you seen the Spider-Man? Apparently, there's a leak Beyond the Spiderverse.
I haven't watched
trailer.
it. You watched it?
I did.
What did it look legit?
It did. Now, it looked good. Like, but granted, we know this movie has had some like issues with just delays, because I think the second movie came out in like 2024.
It was a long time ago.
Yeah. I mean, 2023, 2024, and now this third one was supposed to be the end of the trilogy. It's coming out in 2027.
Yeah.
So, June, according to the trailer, June 18th, 2027. The trailer kind of opens up at the end of the second movie, where main Miles Morales is locked up by Prowler Miles Morales along with his uncle. In their universe, it's an extended dialogue of that. Mm-hmm. And then Miles frees. Then it just shows like different clips of throughout the movie.
Okay.
So, like a genuine teaser.
Genuine montages teaser.
Yeah.
Okay.
So this movie's going to have a lot. I can see this being like the longest Spider-Man movie to date, because it's going to have a lot of things. I think before Brand New Day, Across the Spider-Verse was the longest running, like time-wise, length of movie-wise, Spider-Man movie to date.
Because Brand New Day was 220, I think.
I think it was longer than that. I think it was like 2.5 hours.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm excited. I like it. I'm interested to see what they do with the character. If they're gonna hint at anything regarding Secret Wars, because this movie does come out after Doomsday. So if they do anything Secret Wars wise at the end of Beyond the Spiderverse, I'm interested to see what they do with that. I'm mixed about if I would want them to throw something like that in there or not. But I'll say for the trailer, even though I haven't seen it, I know I'd like it once I watch it. So yeah, you're gonna laugh at this one. Next,
oh god,
Zachery Levi is blacklisted from future Disney movies because apparently he tried to walk on a set of one and demand to be in the live action. Yeah, he's blacklisted from being in any future Disney products after showing up on the set of Tangled in a Flynn Rider costume and demanding to be in the film.
He is crazy.
What are our thoughts about this?
He's a maniac.
Yeah.
After that Shazam stuff,
dude,
and then he went on that tangent of like, I don't know. He was like, didn't he endorse Trump or some bullshit? It was some random. It was a whole bunch of wild stuff he was doing. I was like,
I know. I remember the news where he was upset Shazam didn't blow up like Superman did. I'm like, dude,
that Shazam
would
ass.
never blow up, be on Superman's level.
That first one was decent. That other one, when it was all the kids, garbage.
But it don't even have anything to do with the movies necessarily, like the characters. You're a Superman.
Everything to do with that movie.
Yeah, but I'm just like, you're a Superman dupe. You're a Superman reject. You're never gonna touch Clark Kent. So I don't know what you thought this was. But
he should have went the Rock route.
Well, the issue is the Rock didn't want nothing to do with Sean Levy.
That's the funny thing. The Rock heard his name and said, ew.
Shazam in a Black Adam movie when they're like arch enemies? Nah. Give me Superman. Give me Henry Cavill. Okay. Next is, so Brian Winterbaum had some comments about pretty much like future X-Men 97 seasons. He was like, I just want to make as many seasons as fast as possible for the people to see. He had some other comments. He's like, it's a whole different business now, and streaming has its own limitations. Episode count is always a factor, and sometimes you have to decide, do you want a season to come out sooner or do you want more episodes? I tend to vote to get them out as soon as possible, even if you have to save some stories for subsequent seasons. We love or redact Brian Winterbaum's comments about just like, I'm not saying it's like a quality over quantity issue, but at the same time, we know the shit him and his team put out. Yeah. What if? We understand that.
He's saying a whole bunch of word salads. He's because it's like it's damn, I can't speak. God damn. Sounding like him. It sounds like he's trying to say, oh, do you want a season that's 15 episodes, but it's every 2 years, or do you want a season that's 8 episodes and every year? It's like, nigga, we just want good quality stuff.
I don't necessarily think like the people necessarily care as long as they're getting good content. You know what I'm saying? So,
and it ain't no Captain Carter BS.
Like if I have to wait 2 years for an Invincible season, but I know I'm getting good storytelling, good animation, quality, length episodes. Like if I'm getting those things and I have to wait 2 years, I'm okay with that. If you feel you can do that, and instead of like 15 episodes, 8, but we're still getting that quality, and you're not rushing them out, because that's my biggest fear. Like, okay, I want as much in X-Men 97 as the next man, but if it's gonna come at the cost of the quality of writing and storytelling and animation to a lesser extent, then
especially if you're rushing. Yeah, especially if you're rushing through these seasons.
Yeah.
Which almost how, like I said earlier with this season, it was, you can feel how rushed it was at times. If you're doing every season like this season, it's going to be like, all right, bro, you're kind of rushing. Yeah. You got to Krakow, and it was 3 episodes. When that's a whole years of stuff that goes on, or you get to goddamn the future part, and you got them fighting Nimrod, and it's like, oh, we going through this in 1 episode. It's like, nigga, what are you talking about? Yeah. So, nah, I would want... They need to go back to old, how it used to be with TV.
And then they need to get Bo the Mail back.
Leave that freak monster chained up.
They need to treat him like Hannibal Lecter.
Bring him in the fucking straight jacket.
They need to treat him like Hannibal Lecter. Just straight jacket.
They need to roll him in.
Brian Wunderbaum needs to only see him at certain times of the night or during the day, a week. And get it from him. Oh, and he need a mask. We can't see his mouth because he might do some freak shit.
They need to, only when the sun's up, or it's boat to be allowed out. Hey man, bro, that's crazy.
And the next one is Michael Johnston, the star in the recent horror success Obsession, has been cast as a mystery role. Oh, I think I just got discussing fished. I just see discussing fish on there.
Oh yeah, that's fake.
Yeah, that's fake. All right, we're moving. I'm sorry, guys. That's on me for not doing my research. I apologize.
They got him.
Yeah, they got me. I've been sentilled. But next, we are moving into our infamous bag. Because we're not in our usual setup, we don't have the music right now, but Feek is pulling up the Get Our Bag questions for today's podcast.
All right, so the first question, and we can answer this one together. So the first question is, what would Batman's contingency plan be for the Avengers? And we'll just say the Avengers from the first movie.
Okay, so Captain America, I think it would be some sort of like anti super soldier like injection. Like something he could shoot, or something he can like poke at him and just diminish his strength. That's really the only thing you gotta worry about. He's just his strength. So I think something like that. Now for Black Widow,
I was gonna say, I'll be honest, I was gonna say for Cap. Well, really, let me not disrespect Cap. Cap can fight. I was gonna say for Black Widow and Hawkeye, he just beating their ass.
I'm like, he just working it. That's like him fighting Green Arrow in fucking Black Canary on a normal basis without the screech.
Yeah, he just beating their ass.
He's working them. If anything, I could see him doing like some Red Room siren shit for
for Black Widow.
Black Widow.
Okay.
Hawkeye, he just whooping his ass. The Hulk, that's a tough one.
He gonna need to get that I forgot the name of the armor he used for Superman. He's either gonna have to do that, or he gonna have to copy Spider-Man and build an inhibitor.
Yeah.
For him. That's my thought process.
I could see him doing that, or like some sort of Hulk Buster type armor, like Iron Man did. Which if he can beat Superman, I personally think he has a good shot at the Hulk. Now the Hulk doesn't have no kryptonite.
Yeah.
So he just has to not make him mad.
Yeah. You got to knock him out for show.
Yeah.
And even then, he's probably gonna jolt back up like the Undertaker. Or you got to have an inhibitor.
So we got Captain America, Black Widow, Hawkeye, the Hulk, Thor.
That's gonna be the problem.
That's
because Thor's weakness, magic. If we're talking about,
well,
that's more comic book than this one. But even then, we'll say magic. What does he do with?
See him using because Batman will go to that extent to take out somebody.
Yeah, especially if it's a contingency plan. So that means he already thought about everything. It's not just he see him on the street. So Thor, he would have to have some type of magic
Yes. I think some sort of like just magically charged suit where he can handle, Thor's strength.
Yeah.
All is necessary. But you think... Oh, go ahead.
I was going to say that I feel like the main problem, too, would be if Thor doesn't go down, he would have to separate Mjolnir from him.
Do you think Batman is worthy?
Ooh, that's a great question.
Because honestly, that would be the only
That would be
thing,
the most psychologically...
That would be the equalizer.
That would be the most psychologically damaging thing for Thor. If he's fighting... If, say Batman has magic inscribed runes on a suit or something, magic-infused suit, and he's fighting Thor... They going blow for blow, right? And pause if needed. And then imagine Thor and imagine Batman grab that bitch, swing, and hit him.
Yeah.
That's...
Oh, yeah.
That, you know how Thor will go berserk because he'd be so pissed, but confused. That'd be a wild fight to see.
That would be. That's a question for the chat. Is Batman worthy? Do you think Batman could lift up Mjolnir? The question for the chat. Is that everyone?
Iron Man.
Oh.
So if we're talking about just that first Avengers, right? He didn't have all the suits yet.
No.
So that would be the plus. If we're talking about later on where he has all these army of suits, I think Batman would still have a contingency where almost he has an anti Jarvis.
Yeah, he
virus. He has Ultron.
He uses what's his name?
Who? Friday?
No. Well, Batman, he had a AI system that went evil.
I was about to say
his name.
I don't remember the name.
Like Doomsday or some sort of fuck. But he'd use him.
Yeah, he would have an anti-Jarvis, and it would override all the suits.
Yep.
Or he'd have the most crazy EMP. So yeah, those would be his contingencies for the off the top of our head for the Avengers. But let us know what y'all think Batman's contingencies would be. So next question. If you could take one Marvel hero and put them in a DC setting, so put them in like a DC city or place. If you could take one Marvel hero and put them in a DC setting, where are you putting them?
I'm taking Gambit and I'm putting them in the setting of Swamp Thing.
Ooh.
That's from the Bayou. Yeah, that's literally just off the cuff. I put him
that's
over there.
Crazy.
He go crazy. It's basically home.
Yeah.
And he's fighting Swamp Thing and he makes a pact with the Green and we know Gambit's Omega level mutant, so I don't think he'd have any issues with Swamp Thing. Yeah, he'd take that shit over.
That'd be hard. So mine would be putting the X-Men with Lex Luthor, pitting them against Lex Luthor, and in place of Superman. Because I feel like if you have them against Lex, and even you could instead of having the Xavier Institution, you do X Corp. So they're in the corporation, they're against Lex Corp. And then you have Lex be the one that makes Sentinels.
Yeah.
Because we know Lex hates most people that superpowers, he hates them. So having them pit against Lex, I think that would be very interesting to see how that dynamic would go against.
Yeah. Another one I could see, you take out Static Shock and put in Miles Morales and put him in Dakota City. I can see that.
That would be hard. Oh, go ahead.
I was saying he basically would be a bang baby, like the term that they use for the people that get the gas and get the powers from that city. Mm-hmm. So he'd fit right in. Or you wouldn't even have to take out Static. Them two just tag teaming the Dakota City villains. I can see that.
The last one because I would want to see Batman's reaction. I would put Daredevil and Punisher in Gotham.
Oh shit!
And let them just go
You think who winning in a hallway, Batman or Daredevil?
If it's in a hallway, Batman ain't win. Batman don't want to see Daredevil. Batman don't want to see Daredevil in the hallway.
I don't know.
Anywhere else, he get his ass beat. But A hallway? Yeah, man. Four quarters?
Interesting.
Yeah. But I would throw them in Gotham. Mainly, I would want to see the Punisher there. But I think if you put Daredevil and the Punisher in Gotham, I would want to see how that plays out.
Yeah, those are good. Let us know what Marvel character y'all place in a DC setting in the comments below. You have any other?
The last one is, well, this is another one. You have to pretty much delete one forever. I think this is supposed to be directed at me. It said, would you rather delete everything that's ever been made pertaining to Transformers, or delete everything from Marvel, starting from Captain America, the first Avenger, all the way to Endgame?
I delete the Marvel shit, honestly. Actually, well, he said everything pertaining to Transformers?
Yeah. See, that changes a lot. If it was just, say, delete Transformers live action,
yeah,
I could.
It's a lot easier decision.
Transformers 2007 is my favorite movie of all time, but I could sleep if I still got the cartoons.
Yeah.
But deleting everything in Transformers?
I don't know. I personally would begrudgingly delete the...
I don't know what I would delete. I think, gun to your head, what you delete. Marvel.
Yeah.
Let us know what y'all would delete.
And I regret it like a bitch.
Oh man, I'd cry. I go to turn on Iron Man. I was like, where's it at?
No.
That was. Let me see. I got another one. All right, this is the last one. So the last one is, there's a fire in a hospital, right? So building burning down, all this stuff. Would you rather drop a few babies while getting them to safety, or push every handicapped person down the stairs to save them?
I'd push every handicap, because they're still saved. They might be hurt, but life over limb. Yeah, I'm pushing them. I couldn't sleep at night knowing I let babies just die. But if they're handicapped, and if me pushing them is saving them, they might get hurt, but you're like you're alive.
I respect that. Yeah, some people getting thrown down some stairs, man. I'm the same way. If I couldn't imagine holding some babies and one dropping. I'm just like,
I'm going right back down. We all dead.
Yeah. So yeah, somebody gotta go down them stairs, man.
Yeah. Especially when one just takes one. I'm like, nigga, you know we about to die. Like, what are you doing?
Oh my goodness.
That is it for our Get Our Bag segment. Now we move on to our final segment, our redacted rule for the pod. My redacted rule is get some good sleep. Get some nice quality sleep. Try to get, people say you're 8 hours, 7 hours. Get the amount of sleep you can function off of. That's my redacted rule.
My redacted rule is just stay consistent. Just stay consistent. And it's what you do when nobody's watching that determines what happens when everybody is watching.
Exactly.
Figure out what that means.
Well, this has been a great episode of the Redacted Show. Also, shout out to Sacred Stone Studios. I really hope I said that right.
You did.
For letting us record in this studio session. We're really grateful and appreciative for that. With that being said, it's been your boy, Dana Dane.
It's been your boy, Wafiq.
We out.
Peace.
Recipes call me, I'ma show 'em how to shoot. On the 4 or 5, jump in the ass, my crew. Yeah, step with a fan, keep it all of the hoes on mute. Pull up park, could be yellow in a brew. 48 for a quick burst. Crazy 8s in the back, yeah, the trunk on hot like a cube. 40 on me when I'm in the backseat. Blotter, paper pre-cut. Chris make juice, it'll drop like Shane came with a clean plate, came with a sink. The Parator came with a mate. Tricones white like paint. My hoe by the hoe, cause she know it's my king. Hit on my side, cause I drop a song. Think you should hit up the link. The phenotype came from the pink, Colombian thing. Yeah, the genetics unique. Cellular right on the beat. I'm teaching the hoe like I'm Play-Doh. I got the veggies like by the tomato. You got a basic called making Alfredo. I put a bag on a hole my payroll. I get active at night, then I lay low. The salmon was breaded with panko. Struck in my soup, I believe it was mango.